Hi guys, welcome back to Rock Fabulous 40s, and today I'm doing another foundation review. This is again drugstore, and this is from e.l.f. I know I just did the e.l.f. Beautifully Bare Foundation Serum. I will link that down below, or maybe put a little card up here at the top. But this one is on the new Aqua Beauty line, and I'm assuming this is new because it's listed under the new area of the e.l.f. website. So let me tell you a little bit about this. This was $6, and from what I could tell, it only comes in 4 shades. I'm in the shade light medium, so it has fair light, light medium, medium deep, and then dark deep, I think is what it's called. Anyway, so let me read you a little bit about what the e.l.f. website says about this foundation. Okay, so e.l.f. says this is a hydrating foundation. It gives radiant looking dewy finish infused with purified water, coconut oil, and vitamin E. The silky formula glides on and provides a sheer wash of coverage. And then it says how to use. Apply to face after using Aqua Beauty Primer Mist. Start from center of the face and blend upward and outward. Layer for buildable coverage. And then it says beauty tip. To create a luminous effect, add some foundation to the back of your hand and mix in a few drops of the dewy drops before applying all over the face. So it's saying that it's supposed to be a radiant finish, but to make it even more luminous, to add some of their dewy drops and mix it into the foundation to apply. It also says, to apply it after using the Aqua Beauty Primer Mist. Now, guys, I have got primer already on my skin. I've already primed using my Boots No. 7 Radiance Primer. I do have the Aqua Primer Mist here, and I'll go ahead and I'll spray it on. I'll be honest, guys, this is not one of my favorites here. The sprayer on this is just it tends to put a little too much on the skin, if you know what I mean. Anyway, so I'm gonna go ahead and do it just because the instructions said so. And that is just, it is seriously like just taking a spray bottle and just spraying crap on my face. That's what it feels like. It's not misted. It's like just spray. I don't know how else to explain it. Anyway, so let me let that dry, seeing as how it got all over my hair and it got all over my face. I also have the e.l.f. Dewy Drops, these guys right here, and these are gorgeous drops, guys, and you could very easily mix them into foundation. However, here's the problem that I have with these, is they are very oily feeling. I don't know if you guys can actually see that. My camera is just really, really acting funky. Do you guys see the yellow? Seriously. Alright, so I don't know what's up with my color here. Can I back it up? Maybe? Anyway, so it's got like oily. It's very oily feeling when you go to actually shear it out across the skin. It's beautiful looking, but it's very oily feeling, if that makes sense. I'm not going to put that on my face because of the fact it does feel so freaking oily. Alright, so the way I'm going to apply today, I'm not going to apply with a brush. I'm going to apply with my trusty old beauty blender because I love this thing. So this is what I'll be using to apply the foundation. So here's the foundation right here. And at first, when I first picked up the foundation, one of the things that I thought when I first received it was, hey, this is going to have a pump on it. That is pretty cool. So here I am trying to pull the lid off, and it doesn't pull off. You actually have to unscrew the lid, and there's not a pump in here. It's just a little squeezy tube tip. So I'm going to go ahead and apply some on the back of my hand. And it does have kind of a mousse type consistency. It is a little liquidous. You can see it running down, but it's also kind of thick. Much, much thicker than the Beautifully Bare Serum. I'm just dotting it all over my face just like I would normally apply my foundation. I'm sorry guys if I have a bit of a shadow going on. I really don't mean to. I'm playing around with the new lighting situation, and it's just not, I can't get my lighting figured out. Okay, I almost feel like the Beauty Blender just didn't do really well with this foundation. So I'm going to try it next with a brush. Sorry guys, I look like I have like a little shadow down here on my neck. It's because my light is a little taller than me, and so it just doesn't quite look quite right, I don't think. I don't like having that shadow. Anyways, like I said, I don't feel like the Beauty Blender did a great job blending this. I'm going to go ahead and try a brush. I'm just going to use my e.l.f. blending brush, which I have been loving this brush for all types of different foundation. Alright, so there we go, and I'm going to start applying again. And again, I'm applying a little more heavily in the areas where I have a lot of hyperpigmentation, because I feel those are the areas that actually need the most coverage. Okay, so I feel the brush actually did apply it a little better than the Beauty Blender, which is very odd because normally Beauty Blenders apply everything better. And it did build a little bit. I'm going to try to build it up just a hair more. Okay, and it is building pretty decently. I'm honestly not too thrilled with the color selection of this stuff. Like I said, it only had 4 shades that it came in. Now this particular color selection, luckily, with the light medium, it's probably the closest I was going to be able to get to my skin, and you'll notice it doesn't match my neck. It's still too light, but I was afraid that the medium deep would be too deep. Alright, now I'm going to go ahead and just use my Beauty Blender and just try to push it into the skin a little bit, because I'm really not liking how this is feeling on the skin. I felt that it built up a little bit, but I'm just not really liking how it feels on my skin. Just, I don't know. Let me spray a little bit of this primer spray on it. That's one thing it's good for. Spray the Beauty Blender. Alright, give me just a few minutes. I'm going to finish up my makeup and I will be back with my final thoughts. Okay guys, so makeup is done. I have actually done several recordings, so I've had the makeup on for quite some time. I don't feel it as bad as I did, and it seems like the longer I wear it, the better I feel that it looks on my skin. So it's not a fail. I wouldn't say it's a fail at all. Now, it doesn't blend with the Beauty Blender very well, as you guys saw. It does do better with a brush. I don't notice it sinking into any fine lines and wrinkles, and I don't notice it making my pores look like polka dots, even though it doesn't necessarily mask the pores either. I can still see the pores pretty clearly, but it's not making them stand out anymore, if that makes sense. So I wouldn't say this is necessarily a fail. What I don't like about this, sorry you guys are hearing my door open and close down there. What I don't like about this is it only comes in 4 shades. That's kind of the downfall, and it did take me a lot of building up to get any type of coverage. It was a very sheer coverage after one application. Then I built it up with the second application and it did okay, and then I built it up a little bit more just in the places where I thought I needed it, and it did give me a little bit more coverage. I mean, you can still kind of see my hyperpigmentation, but I feel like it actually did, you know, pretty well there. So, you know, overall, I'm not going to say it's a fail at all. I'm going to say, you know, if you have pretty decent skin without a whole lot of hyperpigmentation going on, that this is probably going to be pretty decent for you. I don't necessarily notice it being hydrating per se, but I don't really notice it being drying either. So I think if you have normal skin, this is going to be great for you. I feel like if you have very oily skin, that this will probably be okay. Dry skin, I didn't notice it actually sticking to any patches either. So it might not be too bad on dry skin as well. Right now I'm kind of combo, so I'm dry in places and I'm oily in places. So I haven't noticed it breaking down in the more oily places or sticking to dry patches on the more dry places. So I think this is going to be pretty decent for all skin types. Now, this does have coconut in it, so if you guys have any allergies to coconut, you're not going to like this, so stay away because it is infused with coconut water, or coconut oil, I think it was. So, but yeah, other than that, and other than me thinking that this was a pump and trying to pull the cap off and couldn't, and other than those couple of things, I think, you know, it's not bad. Is it going to be one that I reach for all the time? Probably not. But it is not a bad foundation, and it's only $6. So like I said, if you've got pretty decent skin without, you know, a whole lot of hyperpigmentation, you'll probably like this. So yeah, I hope, guys, that this video was informative, and if it was, go ahead and give it a big thumbs up. Also, guys, you can look me up on my website at www.rockfabulousonline.com. You can look me up on Pinterest, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Tumblr, all under Rock Fabulous 40s. And guys, don't forget to hit subscribe down there somewhere, and you too can rock your fabulous 40s, and I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.